Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Uma Shankar. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Helmholtz free energy and Gibbs free energy. Now, why these two functions are introduced in the thermodynamics? What is the main reason for these two functions are introduced in the thermodynamics? The reason is in any chemical reaction are spontaneous or non-spontaneous decide about the three condition. The three condition is delta H less than 0 and delta A less than 0 and delta S greater than 0. It means this is the negative and this is negative and this is positive. Change in enthalpy is negative and internal energy is change in internal energy is negative and change in enthalpy is positive. These three conditions satisfy the any chemical reaction. The chemical reaction is spontaneous reaction, but the chemical reaction is spontaneous reaction. This is the basic concept of the reaction is spontaneous or not. In these three functions are explain the spontaneity of the reaction. But in some cases what happened, ice is, for example, ice is converted to the water. This is the chemical reaction. What happened in 0 degrees Celsius, water is in this form is exit. In this form is exit. Now what happened, the whether the temperature is increases, ice is converted to the water. It means temperature is rises, ice is converted to the water. The observe of the temperature, it means the heat is observed to the ice, the this converted to the water. It means this reaction is delta H is equal to positive. It means this reaction is endothermic reaction are present in there, but in this case delta H is negative. This is exothermic reaction. Now this is the main reason. This reaction is also called as spontaneous reaction because this is the natural reaction. All natural reactions are spontaneous reaction in according to thermodynamics second law concept. But this entropy is cannot explain the reaction is spontaneity or non spontaneity in 100%. This is the main reason of these two functions are introduced in the thermodynamics. These two function is exactly the reaction is spontaneous or not is explain that these two functions. This is the basic principle are involved in the introduction of these two functions. Now start this section. See this board. First of all, I am going to explain the Helmholtz free energy. Now first of all, I am going to explain the Helmholtz free energy. Helmholtz free energy is A is equal to E minus Ts. This is the Helmholtz free energy or work function. A is equal to Helmholtz free energy, and this is the E is equal to internal energy and T is absolute temperature and this is the entropy. Now these internal energy, temperature and entropy, these three are state functions. This is cannot no significance of this function. No signification of these Helmholtz free energy. Now introduced to the no signification. Now this is the changeness. Delta A is equal to delta E minus delta Ts. Now what happened, delta A is equal to delta E minus, this is the temperature is constant in this expression, this is delta S. This is called a change in Helmholtz free energy is equal to change in internal energy minus T into change in entropy. This is the Helmholtz free energy or work function. Now Helmholtz free energy is a state function, that is the first key point. already you know that because of this expression. And second one is this is the extensive property. Extensive property, all thermodynamic properties are extensive property. Because of this it is depending upon them, because of this is depending upon the size and matter. Now yes, now what happened there in this expression? Now delta A is equal to delta A minus T delta S. Now in first law of thermodynamics, FLTD, first law of thermodynamics is Q reversible is equal to delta E as Q reversible is equal to delta E plus W, delta E plus W maximum. This is the expansion, this is the Q W because of the reversible delta E plus Q maximum in isothermal process. What happened? The Q reversible is equal to delta E plus W maximum. But in second law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics is explained the change in entropy is equal to Q reversible by temperature. This is the second law of thermodynamics, is entropy is equal to, change in entropy is equal to Q reversible by temperature. Now what happened there? These two are is substituted in this equation, in this expression. What happened? Delta A equal to delta E minus T delta S. T delta S, it means Q reversible. In this expression what happened? Q reversible is equal to T delta S is equal to Q reversible. Now what happened? Delta is equal to Q, T delta S is equal to Q reversible. Now delta A is equal to dE minus Q reversible. Now what happened there? In this expression what happened there? Delta E minus Q reversible is equal to minus W maximum. In first law of thermodynamics, Q reversible is equal to delta E plus W maximum. Now delta E minus Q reversible is equal to minus W maximum. These values substituting in this equation, what happened? Delta maximum minus minus delta A is equal to minus W maximum. Now W maximum is equal to minus delta A. In the maximum work is equal to decreasing of this Helmholtz function. This is the main concept of the Helmholtz free energy. Now maximum work is equal to the decreasing of free energy function. Free energy function, decreasing of free energy function is equal to the W maximum. This called as work function. This called as work function. This is the concept of the Helmholtz free energy. Now Helmholtz free energy is important key points is Helmholtz free energy is a state function, and this is the extensive property, and it is a Helmholtz free energy is equal to decreasing of this function is equal to maximum work is present in the system. This is the concept of the Helmholtz free energy. And another concept is the Gibbs free energy. Now what is Gibbs free energy? Gibbs free energy, it is denoted to the G. Gibbs free energy G is equal to H minus Ts. This is the Gibbs free energy. Gibbs free energy, this is G is equal to Gibbs free energy. This is the enthalpy, and this is the temperature and entropy. Gibbs free energy, enthalpy is a state function, and temperature is also state function, and entropy is also state function. These all terms are state function. Now enthalpy is also state function. Now in this expression. Now state function, what happened there? Therefore this is delta G is equal to delta H minus T into delta S at constant temperature. It's constant temperature, delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. This is the important expression in Gibbs free energy. Gibbs free energy, this is called as change in Gibbs free energy is equal to, this is the change in enthalpy and this is the absolute temperature and this is the change in entropy. Now this is the concept. This is also state function because of the already you know that this is also state function and this is extensive property, and this is extensive property and state function. Gibbs free energy is equal to delta H minus T ds. But happened there in this expression at constant temperature, what happened? Change in entropy is equal to Q reversible by T. Because of this is the concept of the entropy in second law of thermodynamics. Change in entropy is equal to Q reversible by temperature. At constant pressure, what happened there? At constant pressure, this expression is at constant pressure, change in enthalpy is equal to change in internal energy plus P into dV. This is the enthalpy concept. Change in enthalpy is equal to change in internal energy plus PdV. Now these two expression is substituted in this equation. Now what happened there? Delta G is equal to change in enthalpy is equal to delta E plus PdV minus T delta S. T delta S is also called as Q reversible. Now delta G is equal to delta E minus Q reversible plus PdV. In delta G is equal to delta E minus Q reversible plus PdV, in according to first law of thermodynamics, says that first law of thermodynamics FLTD, first law of thermodynamics, what happened? Q reversible is equal to delta E plus W maximum. Now what happened? Q reversible, delta E minus Q reversible is equal to minus W maximum. Now this value is substituting in this equation. What happened there? Delta G is equal to minus W maximum plus PdV. This expression is present in there because of the delta E minus Q reversible is equal to W maximum minus W maximum. Now this equation is multiplied to the minus. Now minus delta G is equal to W maximum minus PdV. This expression is present in the Gibbs free energy. Decreasing of Gibbs free energy is equal to the maximum work minus expansion work. Decreasing of Gibbs free energy is equal to the maximum work minus expansion work. Now remove of the expansion work is called as non-expansion work. Non-expansion work is present in the Gibbs free energy. Decreasing of Gibbs free energy is equal to maximum work minus expansion work. This is the concept of the gives free energy. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.